The 2023 NFL draft was last week, and it was definitely different. So many trades. This happened, that happened, certain winners, losers. But before we talk about the draft a little bit more, I just want to stop and tell y'all real quick, and we want to stop and give a quick shout out to Lamar Jackson, who finally got paid. The Ravens extended him right on the same day that the draft started. He signed a 5-year, $260 million contract extension. Can we get a round of applause for the Ravens and finally doing the right thing and giving Lamar his money?
Big dog, get your money, cuz. Get your money.
About damn time, I'll tell you that much. So, however, we're going to move on to the NFL draft, a little bit of the results, some winners and losers from the NFL draft, in our opinion. Sam, what was one of the biggest winners of the draft? Give me a team.
Bro, the biggest winners was Philly by far. They picked up all those Georgia players. Bro, they picked up all those Georgia players, man, getting all those guys in the place with that defense, man, because in the Super Bowl, whatever, they didn't have any sacks. So they got those rushers, man. They're filling those gaps. Man, I feel like Philly, man, really, really did work, man. And they traded to get your boy Swift, too, or whatever. So they traded to get that boy Swift, you know what I'm saying, with a couple of those picks and stuff, too, man. I feel like Philly really plugged and played with that defense.
I would disagree. I feel like that was a big – I felt like getting Swift was the biggest win of that draft for them. I'll elaborate because I've seen that and everybody's got Philly to say they drafted, they were one of the biggest winners of the draft. I don't think so, bro. You got Jalen Carter first overall. You got Nolan Smith. You got two Georgia cats who are probably going to be pretty good players one day. You don't need them to be good players one day. You need them to be good now. You have like a good 2-year window to win a Super Bowl. Who did they pick last year in the draft? 2 Georgia players. They picked Jordan Davis.
Mm-hmm.
And then they picked Nakobe Dean.
Right.
Neither one of them did shit all year last year. Neither one. Jordan Davis went out. He was hurt forever. Nakobe Dean, I think he might have got some snaps on special teams. You know what I'm saying? Both of them probably will pan out one day. But I'm saying as far as right now, you have like a good couple years window. You have your Super Bowl window for a couple years before, keep your team intact, before you'll potentially lose some players, this and that. So I think those are more of a good future investment.
Bro, they rotate those guys in so much, they're in and out, That's why I like those guys or whatever. Like I say, high motor and all those guys know each other. So, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be easy for those guys to gel into that system. That's why I believe.
Yeah, they'll do good. But I'm just saying, like, you need it now. Philly's a team. They should be acquiring talent now to win the ring now. You were within a few points of winning a Super Bowl last year. You're right there. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Swift trade makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It gives you that running back. It's built to win now. It's a 1-year deal. So we'll see what happens. But all right, so you got the Eagles on the one. Tell you what, one team I got winning was the Bengals. Let me tell you, the Bengals drafted defensive tackle Myles Murphy from Clemson, DJ Turner, corner from Michigan, Jordan Battle, he's a safety from Alabama, Chase Brown, Illinois running back, Charlie Jones, a Purdue wide receiver. Nothing sexy about these draft picks, but every single one of these players is a solid player, dude. And the Bengals, they definitely hit this one on the head. They're definitely one of my winners.
I also got Seattle. Seattle really killed the draft.
Yeah. They're one of mine. Absolutely.
Witherspoon over there. Then they got Jackson Smith, Enigma. Man. Najigma.
And Jigba. Smith and Jigba. Just Jackson Smith.
Right. They got Jackson Smith from Ohio State. Bro, the receiver. So, like I say, they're just plugging and playing and stuff, man. They got another receiver to go at that core already with DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. So you got the third guy, got somebody else on the other side of Woolen on that defense, bro. Like, man, these boys are trying to win that division, bro. Because with the Rams not knowing what they're gonna be, Arizona's not gonna be anything. They're gonna be fourth. And then you got San Fran with quarterback issues. So the time is now for Seattle to come over and take over and be that number one in the NFC West, bro. So I really like what they did because they got those come in now players, got the top slot, you got your secondary corner or slot corner, and freaking, like I said, the boys can do business right now, man, day one.
They got that edge Derek Hall from Auburn, too. They got Zach Charbonnet, the running back from UCLA, who used to play at Michigan. They got Michigan defensive lineman Mike Morris. They were definitely a winner in this trade.
Killing, bro.
Big winners, no doubt, no
Mhm.
question. That's a good one,
Mhm.
dude. And then another winner I had was the Steelers. Dude, the Steelers won that.
Yes.
Offensive tackle Broderick Jones from Georgia, defensive
Yes.
tackle Keanu Benton from Wisconsin, Darnell Washington, that tight end from
Tight
Georgia that
end.
slid,
Mhm.
and Joey Porter was the steal of the first pick of the
Right.
slid out of the first round. He should have been a first round pick.
Should have been the first round pick, bro.
Going to Pittsburgh to play just like his dad did, man. And
Mhm.
that's a big win for the Steelers, bro. They definitely were winners in this draft, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, that's what I had too. I had Pittsburgh definitely as the final pick, because those boys, man, like I said, they needed somebody for Kenny Pickett, man. So they got the big tight end now. So yeah, Kenny Pickett, whatever, can find them a nice little target to figure that stuff out now. You know what I'm saying? Second year, he got to definitely be more in tune and more laser focused now. But you got your big tight end.
Yeah,
I think you're gonna be better this year, definitely moving forward.
Darnell Washington, they got him with Freiermuth now, and then you got George Pickens over there. He's killing it. Rookie year last year, he's killing it. And then they still got Bull. What's his name?
Deontay Johnson.
Johnson.
Deontay Johnson, right.
But he got some weapons now. Still got Najee, so watch out for the Steelers too, man.
Definitely.
I guess you could say the Lions somewhat won. They got a top position at every level. They got one of the best running backs, the best linebacker. They got the best safety in Brian Branch, which the only thing that drove me nuts was the timing of their first pick at running back. And if y'all see this short, I about lost my shit. I was losing it. Like, I couldn't believe they did that. Worst defense in the league last year, first pick is a running back. But I was reading into it. They took him because that was the two players they wanted the most out of their first pick. They wanted Witherspoon, and then they wanted Jahmyr Gibbs. Those were the top two premier players that they wanted with their first pick.
I said Witherspoon. I said Witherspoon, but they took him.
Yeah,
right, got taken
Seattle
right before
scooped his ass, the bastards. But so the Lions.
That's what I said. I said that would have been perfect for y'all with that secondary. That's kind of shaky a little bit, you know.
Despite signing the two corners and all that, but it still would have been nice. It would have been a crucial addition. But whatever, I'm happy with it. Jack Campbell looks promising, so it's fine. Let's talk about some of the losers. Some of the losers that you got for this draft. Actually, let me kick this off because I want to dog them real quick because this shit didn't make no sense to me. Didn't make no sense. The Buffalo Bills are losers. They're losers in this draft, dude. How are they gonna waste their first pick after trading up into the first round on Dalton Kincaid? This is no shade being thrown at the tight end Dalton Kincaid, but despite having Dawson Knox under contract through 2026, you're paying this man. That's not the ideal help that Josh Allen needs, bro. Okay, O'Cyrus Torrence in the second round will be probably the most beneficial pick. You know what I mean? The lineman from Florida. You know what I mean? Florida. Can't ever go wrong with a good premier lineman. That lineman, he's pretty good, right? So, but in the third round pick, you got Dorian Williams, a linebacker from Tulane. Fifth round, you got Justin Shorter, a Florida receiver. Not exactly ideal to help Allen right now, but you have an offensive guard and a corner selected in the seventh round. It definitely could have been. You definitely could have made better use out of your picks, bro. That's all I'm saying. You know, and then they just signed running back Latavius Murray to their squad because they missed out on a running back in the draft. And, you know, you remember Damian Harris from the Patriots. Damian Harris is over there now from the Patriots. So, and so they got him, James Cook, and now they have Latavius Murray. But I don't know about that, man. Like, I think they need one premier running back, man, with James Cook, man, and that really could take the pressure off Josh Allen. But that was stupid, though. Move up, trade up in the first round to select a tight end when you're already paying a tight end buku bucks. And Dawson Knox is nice, bro. Like, what am I missing with that? Like, why would you do that? Whatever.
I'm telling you, for real. Well, you could have got a premier running back for real. Like, you could have got anybody. I feel like one of the worst drafts was Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins didn't get
Preach on it,
anyone
brother.
Bro, they didn't get any one of their needs. They got Cam Smith from South Carolina round 2. Bro, and you just picked up Jalen Ramsey, bro, and then you got Xavier Howard on the other side, bro. That's not one of your biggest concerns. I don't understand that pick. And then you lost your first pick
for
because you tried to get trying to get Brady and what's your boy name?
Brady and who else?
The coach, Sean Payton.
Oh, Payton.
Trying to get Brady and Payton to come over there to your organization. You already know how I feel about your Stephen Ross, so y'all did awful, man.
They're stupid, bro. Dude,
bro,
they only had 4 total picks. And
4
you use your
picks.
first pick on a corner
A
after giving up all
cornerback.
that for Jalen Ramsey, bro.
I'm
How does
telling you.
that make sense, bro? How?
It don't make no sense. No sense at all. You got the running back, Devin Akane from Texas A&M. I mean, like these are not the people that you need. You should have drafted one of those quarterbacks just to have just in case. I know you got Mike White over there, but he's been hurt with the spleen and all these things. Then you got concussion protocol, freaking Tua over there. Like you can't trust in these guys, bro. You putting all this money into everything else or whatever, except for your quarterback, bro. That's what you really needed out of this draft, and you didn't pick up one. So I don't know what y'all thinking about, but that's not the way to do things.
Bro, I had them too because for the second straight year, they only had 4 total picks in the draft because they
Right.
traded all of them away for Bradley Chubb, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Ramsey, whoever, then they had to forfeit because obviously the tampering, like you just brought up, right? So if you only have 4 total picks in this year's draft, you got to make them count, right? Wrong.
Exactly.
What the hell are you doing, bro? What are y'all doing? And then in the round 6, you draft a receiver in Elijah Higgins. You don't need a receiver. You got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
Right.
You don't need a corner. You got fucking Xavier and you have Jalen Ramsey. What are y'all thinking about over there, bro? I don't understand. They were definitely losers in this draft. Definitely. Their best pick in that draft might be the 7th round pick and Ryan Hayes, the offensive lineman from Michigan.
Right.
He's solid, but he's a project, which is all you can expect for a 7th round pick. You know what I mean? Anything.
Exactly.
If you can maintain a roster being drafted in the 7th round, you succeeded. So, but yeah, they were losers, bro. Another team I had that was a loser is the Patriots, bro. All my losers in this draft are from that same goddamn division. And I'm going to tell you why. My brother's going to get on my ass for this if he sees this. But, dude, the Patriots had 12 total picks in the draft, right?
Right.
I've only heard of 2 of these players. Christian Gonzalez is probably going to be a beast and all pro in the future. That's a great pick. But it stops there, bro. It stops there. The edge Keon White that they got, okay. That dude looked pissed to be drafted by New England. Let me tell you that. That dude looked mad as hell, like a straight killer. He looked like Sonny Liston back in the day, just a big ass angry bear, dude. Like just mad, right? Round 4, bro. They traded up to select a kicker. They traded up to pick a kicker in round 4 of the draft, bro.
That's so silly.
Bill Belichick drafted a kicker in 2020. They drafted a kicker in the 5th round, and he never even made the roster as they decided to, sign Nick Folk instead of going with him, in the first place. So that did not work. And then they doubled down on that pick, and in round 6, they picked a punter. You traded up for a kicker in the 4th round, and then you pick a punter in the 6th round, bro. And then Belichick always playing this shit like I'm the smartest guy in the room type shit. You know what I mean? This shit doesn't work no more now that Brady's gone, bro. Brady is gone. He's not coming back. He's not going to help you. He can't save you no more, Bill. I'm telling you, selecting all these like talented players from these lower tier, irrelevant schools, that shit's not going to pan out, man. You got a linebacker from Sacramento State. You got a center from Troy, a guard from Eastern Michigan. You got a wide receiver from Liberty. And then you got a cornerback in Isaiah Bolden, which no shade on him. I'm loving this because he's from Jackson University.
Jackson State.
That's the only player from his HBCU that was drafted. So thank God he got drafted. This is just my point, though. Like when you pick all these guys, like how many of these players do you think is going to pan out, bro? Bill just thinks he's smarter than everybody, bro. And in 2 of the 3 years since Brady's been gone, that's why he's missed the goddamn playoffs because you ain't done shit in the draft. You ain't done shit to help your team, man. Figure like you can pick anybody with speed or a remote intangible, and they're just going to fit the Patriots scheme in their system, and that's going to be that. So, and if you play for New England, it's their way or the highway. They got like a system, they got like up par standards and all this other shit, bro. So I just don't think a lot of players are going to be intrigued to want to play there no more, bro. I really don't. They screwed the pooch on the draft, though. 12 draft picks, and that's what you come away with? All right.
Awful. And the Cleveland Browns, man, didn't really pick up anybody. They got Cedric Tillman from Tennessee, but he wasn't Jalen Hyatt. He wasn't one of the top guys. And they didn't have any picks in the 1st and 2nd rounds. So for y'all to pick up another receiver, I feel like y'all was good on receiver already. But like I say, I just don't know, man. I don't know what Cleveland's doing with their draft picks right now. They should have got rid of all of them and probably got like one of these greater players, because they're not doing anything, man. They got Iko from Baylor, Saki Ika. Is that his name from Baylor?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, so they got the D tackle from Baylor. They got the tackle from Ohio State, DeJuan Jones, and they got another one center from Ohio State. I mean, which are good pickups or whatever, but I don't think it's your offensive line, man. I think you got a lot more problems, man. I think your defense is trash as hell. Like y'all be getting lit up, and y'all still trying to put everything on the offense, man. Like I just don't see what y'all was thinking. Y'all should be more defensive minded, man, especially playing in that division. You got the Steelers defensive minded, Ravens defensive minded, you know, like got all these boys, you know, you got Cincinnati freaking offense and defensive minded, man, look like in the last couple of years. So
yep.
Right. Yeah. So like I don't know what y'all trying to do, man. Y'all trying to stand for what? But
they ain't got no choice.
That's all I gotta say. Cleveland Browns, Cleveland Browns and Miami Dolphins, man. I feel like y'all did nothing to help y'all go into the future.
Cleveland just did the normal Cleveland Brown thing, bro. They ain't never been able to draft for shit. That's just them. But yep, there's some winners and losers from this year's draft. So until next year, we'll call them out again.